Hello, this is Gwen Lofton, and on behalf of myself and Leah Powell, I just wanted to welcome you to our online module for QR codes. This online module is open from February 6th through April 28th. We do estimate that it will take about 3 hours to complete the course, so you will earn 0.3 CEUs. To begin, I want you just to be familiar with how these online modules work. So you will be working your way chronologically down the pages of our online module. So here on this welcome page, this video that I'm making will be embedded on here and you can watch the overview. But your first task is this introduction discussion board. So you have an introduction discussion board here that you'll complete where you enter in your name and your location, what your role is, most of you likely teachers, 2 truths and a lie, and we'll try and guess which one, and a picture of yourself. So your first task is a discussion board. Once you finish your task on this page, you'll go to the next one, which is part 1, what is a QR code? And all of the pages in our online module are set up the same, where at the very top you'll have a description of what your tasks are for that part, and then everything you need to complete those tasks, or in this case just this one task, will be embedded below. So you can see here for part 1, it says that there's a Google form where you're to view the video and complete the questions in reference to what is a QR code. So here is the video that you'll watch and the QR code description there, and then you will answer these questions. And then once you do that, you'll see it says proceed to part 2, how to use QR codes. So then you're going to go to part 2. Just like we saw in part 1, at the very top of part 2 will be your description of what you need to complete for part 2. In this case, you're to download a QR code reader to your smartphone or your tablet. If you want to, if you don't know how to scan a QR code, we have an optional video for you. And then the third and final task in this part is to scan the QR code below, and it will bring you to a Google form to fill out. So here you'll see task 1, it says to download a QR code reader. We recommended some here. Here's the task 2, the optional task, where you watch a video on how to scan a QR code. And then we just gave some tips there and some websites that you can use if you don't have a QR code reader on your phone. There are ways to scan a QR code from a computer using the webcam. And then your final task was to scan this QR code, and it will bring you to a Google form that you'll fill out. So as you work your way through these online modules here, you will just complete each of the tasks on every page. This one happens to be an Edpuzzle in part 3, where it gives you some ideas. Leah and I will share many ways that you can use them in your classroom. And so if you haven't used Edpuzzle before, you'll go to the website and click I'm a new student and create an account. If you've already had an account, you can sign in, but the most important thing is you'll need our class code, and when you enter in this class code, you'll see our video assignment. So once you complete that Edpuzzle assignment, that will be a video with some questions throughout. Then you'll move on to part 4, which is where you're actually going to be creating a QR code. You can see here the first task is to browse the resources to find pre-made QR codes, and then you're going to link one on a Padlet. Then we have a screencast for you to watch. And the last thing is there'll be a discussion board that you will post a reflection on. So everything you need for these tasks are listed right here on this page. And the very final page is part 5, PMI, which stands for something positive. We say like a plus, minus, interesting. So this is the strategy we use from Discovery Ed that elaborates that. And then at the very end here, you'll see there's just an exam through Haiku that we ask you to complete, giving us feedback on this online module. So that's a real quick overview of this. Like I said, we estimate based on feedback from previous participants that it will take you about 3 hours to complete it. Leah and I are both easily accessible. We have our email addresses here. You're welcome to contact us with any questions that you have. We hope that you enjoy learning about QR codes. Thanks.